What's up, guys? Gary with Self.dev. Today we are going to talk about the top 3 coding resources to learn code online. But before we get started, this is one reason you need to learn to code right here. This site blocked a lot of the stuff because I'm using my ad blocker, but if you know how to code, you can just inspect it, find what they're using to cover it up, and then turn off the opacity. And then even though they have this little shit up, you can still read the whole article and see everything. So I hate ads. I love ad blockers. But anyway, let's get to it. So number 1 here on my, I don't think I'm in the right tab. There we go. We need this one up. All right, yeah, number 1. I like Teamtreehouse. It's my favorite. I think they're the most professional. It is like $25 a month for their basic version, and then like $200 for their tech degree. But if you want to be a web developer and you don't have like any experience, I think this is a good place to be, because I mean, any money you put into it, you're basically investing in yourself. But let's take a look at it here. So the first thing they got, the basic version is just tracks. So you can click on, they've got everything like front-end web development, beginning Python, Swift for iPhone apps, digital literacy. This is like the basic course. It kind of talks about like computer basics, how the internet works, how the web works, like basic HTML, CSS, and JavaScript and stuff like that. So that's probably what you do first if you signed up. It's got Android, beginning PHP, Ruby, C#. So you get access to all that. But we can take a look at the front-end web developer one too. So it's got like front-end web development, got about how much entry-level salaries are in that position. And then it's got like intro to HTML, CSS, HTML basics, CSS basics, debugging, all sorts of fun stuff. They've got a little curriculum planned out for you. And that's one of the reasons I like it. I like having my curriculum like planned out and like being able to just check the boxes off. It's kind of like it gamifies it. And then they've also got scores, so you can get like points for each one you do. And I got a lot of points because I do this a lot. But yeah, you get like points for each thing you complete too. And then badges, which is pretty cool. And then their tech degree thing, which is like the more expensive thing. You actually get projects and quizzes. We get quizzes anyway, but you get projects with this one. So you can go to like the front-end web developer tech degree, which is what I'm about to start doing again, because it's one of my goals this year to finish the Teamtreehouse front-end developer tech degree, and then the full stack JavaScript one too, so I want to get React down. But this one you get like projects. It's only 9 units, so take about 2.5 months to complete. But yeah, number 1 recommendation, Teamtreehouse, if you're willing to cough up a few bucks. Number 2 is going to be free, or not free code camp, Code Academy. This one, my camera's still good? Cool. This is actually what I used first to learn code. I used it back in like 2015 when my roommates told me about it. And then I just kind of stopped learning code for a while. But with this one, let's see, we can go to, they've got like a web development course and learn HTML, view details. So yeah, this is like where you'd start. They got a little video on talking about it, I guess. And then I like their interface. Basically the color scheme is why I pick it over Free Code Camp, I think. Because I like the darker colors like this, but it's got like a little what is HTML, tells you all about HTML. So most of their teaching is going to be in text like this. That's the reason I like the Teamtreehouse better. But oh well, this one's free. So and then you basically just read the intro here, and then it's got instructions on what it wants you to do. So like right here, I've already completed this, but usually there's nothing in there, and it's got the H1 tags. So you just type in whatever you want, like your name, and then you click run, and it renders it like it would in a web browser. And you click on next. It's got the components of a tag, so you can get that down, and then you kind of just continue building from there, like the body tags, and then you go to like LIs and P tags and all sorts of other stuff. So that's a pretty good one too. It's free. They do have an upgraded version too. This one, I believe you get projects, and let's see what you get here. The path that works right for you. let's go back to the main thing here. So my courses, web dev. Okay, there we go. Yeah, oh, dude, you have to have pro for those too? Oh, that's lame. They used to have way more free stuff, but I guess if you're willing to pay a little bit on this one too, this one's pretty good. Thought it was free, but I guess not. But if you pay, you get like the projects, the quizzes, and all sorts of good stuff. So, I mean, if you prefer text over videos, this one could be worth it for you instead of Teamtreehouse. Then the third one that I recommend is Free Code Camp. This one's actually got meetups you can go to if you live in like a city that they do meetups in. I live in Dallas, so I go to these like once or twice a month. I try to. But as far as the website, you just click on curriculum after you make an account, and it's got all sorts of stuff here. So you'd start off with the HTML and HTML5, and it's pretty similar to Code Academy. It's got like the basic HTML and HTML5. You type in something in the tag here, world, and then we hit run the tests, and it's got like a test down here that you've got to pass, which is kind of cool. I mean, Code Academy does that too, but you can actually see what the test is down here. Your H1 element should have the text hello world, and then you run it, you pass, and it renders it over here like it would in a browser. And you go on the next one, and it's all free, which is awesome. HTML, basic CSS, Flexbox, Grid, and then you've got JavaScript. They talk about ES6, regex, functional programming, and then they've got like all these algorithm challenges. And also for HTML, they've got responsive web design projects. So they've got some projects you would build. Why is it not? I'm not signed in. Okay, it had links to mine, but I'm not signed in, so whatever. And then you've got front-end libraries like Bootstrap, jQuery, React, Redux, projects for that one as well. Data visualization projects. If you complete Free Code Camp, you'd be in a pretty good spot to get a job as a front-end web developer, I think. And then they've got all this extra stuff down here too, like all these take-home projects, which you can build, all these other algorithm challenges. That's not a lot, but Project Euler, they basically got all the algorithms from Project Euler. Is that what it is? Yeah, Euler. And these are all like JavaScript algorithm challenges you can practice with. So Free Code Camp, if you don't want to spend anything, this is definitely the place for you because they've got a lot of content. I mean, you get what you pay for. Like their projects, the mock-up they give you isn't the best looking. Sorry if you can hear that car in the parking garage. And then their survey form. I mean, it's kind of basic. So I know Teamtreehouse's projects, they look way better, which I think you need like good looking projects. I think that's important too. But if you play around with it and customize it, make it look good, then that'll work. I'm assuming Code Academy's projects probably look good too. I hadn't messed with those in like 2 years, so not super sure. But yeah, so Teamtreehouse, Code Academy, and Free Code Camp. I think those are the best ones. There are some other ones here though. One is the Odin Project. This is a kind of a new one I found. Well, not super new, but found it like 6 months ago. They've got Web Development 101. If we open that course up here, it basically tells you how the course works, what you need to install, Git basics, front end, JavaScript basics, back end. Is this? It's kind of weird. So they have like your first Rails application in this, but then over here they have Rails programming as a course. So I'm kind of confused on why those are mixed in together, but I've gone through the first part here. Let's see. Okay, that's talking about why Odin stuff, introduction, motivation, blah, 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 blah. Where's the part I was at? Okay, yeah, it's got like this first assignment. Nope, that's GitHub. Well, you'll have to play around with it a little bit here. There's a reason this wasn't on the top 3. But I know in the lessons, wherever they are, there it is. Yeah. Okay, cool. So it's got a bunch of different stuff here. Learning outcomes. assignments. So do the Code Academy HTML course. See, they're actually pointing to Code Academy. So there's that. And then they've got a bunch of other stuff here too, like HTML beginner tutorial. They basically got links to all sorts of places. And Teamtreehouse also has a 7-day free trial if you want to try that out too. I don't know if Code Academy has anything like that, but there's that. So this kind of pulls in a bunch of different resources. And then the last one here is going to be, actually there's one other, edX. That's pretty good. edX isn't just for computer science though. So if you want to learn anything else like finance, econ, electronics, engineering, ethics, if you need help with ethics, hopefully you know those already, computer science, click on that. And then it's got programming basics, HTML5 coding essentials and best practices by W3C. And then I know Microsoft does a lot of courses on their computer science section as well, but Harvard's got some of the Ivy League schools put their classes on here for free. So that's a pretty good place to check out. And then Coursera, I think of this, yeah, Coursera. So this is pretty much like edX. They might have different stuff on here. I haven't played around with it too much, but they've got classes on computer science, business, arts, humanities, all that good stuff too. So pretty much the same as edX, but not really sure what the difference is. Actually, stick with edX. I like it better, so go with that. Anyway, if you want to sign up for any of those, I mean, there's going to be links all in the description to all these sites that I've mentioned. I'm actually about to sign back up for the front-end development Teamtreehouse tech degree today, because one of my goals, like I said, is to finish it this year. With it only being 9 projects now, I think I could finish, I should be done in like May 4th is the day I'm shooting for. That way I have like an extra week if I get super busy and get behind. So you can come join that, hop in Slack and do that with me. I think that's about it for right now. So if you have any questions or need anything else, let me know in the comments below. If you have any feedback on how I can make these better, that'd be cool too. And I will see you next time. Peace. Stop recording, come on.